me and him were in a Brazilian band.
Mm.
Now, I'll tell you, this guy's name is Drew Zing.
Oh,
That's
of
his
course.
name.
We
So
know
you know,
him.
all right. So I'm in a band with Drew Zing, in a Brazilian band. Drew Zing on one of the other nights is in a blues band, and he's inviting me down there because Donald Fagen keeps showing up. So now at one of the rehearsals, we have another rehearsal. He says, "Man, you're not going to believe this. He wants to put Steely Dan back together, and he's making him the musical director."
Oh, wow.
So he had to leave to start the new Steely Dan.
When was this?
1990s, somewhere in the 1990s. I mean, there were so many things I was doing in those days, so I don't even remember which year, but it could have been 1994. I don't know.
And Drew
Whatever
Zing,
year they started, that was when it was.
wow. And Drew Zing was on that great live recording of Boss Skaggs. I don't know if you know that one.
Yes, I've heard about. You know what? I've only heard that recently. You know why? Because he passed away a couple months ago.
Drew Zing did.
Drew Zing passed away, and I got notified, and I was like, wow. And of course, that makes you want to look at, what did I miss while he was alive? And I didn't even really know he did all that work with Boss Skaggs. And someone said, Rick, you got to check out this video of him just tearing it up with Boss.
He was
tearing it up. Yeah. Now, all of that leads to our musical selection for the day. And unfortunately, you made your Steely Dan request. If you'd made it earlier, I'd have that song for you, but you just made it on the show. I'm going to have it. I'm going to send you that because I would put that on the list. But what I do have for you is something you alluded to. You alluded to a Miles Davis CD called Kind of Blue. Did you not, right at the beginning of the thing? Kind of Blue?
Great music.
Okay. The pianist on Kind of Blue was Bill Evans. And one time, and again, this was during those days too. Like it was all a blur. I was playing with a lot of different bands, a lot of different things. And like I said, for a time there, I had people come up to me and speak Portuguese. But so I had this gig once, and they say, "Hey, I got this really cool gig." They said, "Who's on it?" And I said the two names, and the guy goes, "Man, are you those two? Are you sure it's those?" I says, "Yeah." He said, "Did you know that's the rhythm section for the iconic jazz album, You Must Believe in Spring by Bill Evans?" I said, "You got to be kidding me." So I look it up, and sure enough, it's the rhythm section for Bill Evans' You Must Believe in Spring. Now, that album is so classic today that somebody put out a video on YouTube where they literally picked 5 iconic records, and he reviewed all of them. And I don't think he picked that one as his favorite, and maybe he picked another one as his favorite. But anyway, 5 records. He's picking 5 out of such a lot. One of them was You Must Believe in Spring with the Bill Evans Trio, who I was on the stage with the other 2 guys. Bill had died, but I was there with Eddie Gomez and Elliot Ziegman. If you ever look that up, I had a trio gig with them. And so, I was like, oh my God, You Must Believe in Spring. It's like that, almost like Bill Evans, like, almost his spirit was lingering in the room or something. I mean, there was an aura. And even off stage, Eddie was mentioning, how Bill would have, or whatever, something about Bill. We were talking about him, So it was crazy. So I'm going to play my version, of course. I'm going to do something quite different from whatever they did. But this is You Must Believe in Spring. When only feelings chill the meadows of your mind, just think, if winter comes, can spring be far behind? Beneath the deepest snows, the secret of a rose is merely that it knows you must believe in spring. Just as a tree is sure its leaves will reappear, it knows its emptiness is just the time of year. The frozen mountain dreams of April's melting streams, how crystal clear. It seems you must believe in spring. You must believe in love and trust it's on its way. Just as a sleeping rose awaits the kiss of May, so in a world of snow, of things that come and go, where what you think you know you can't be certain of, you must believe in spring and love. You must believe in love and trust it's on its way. Just as a sleeping rose awaits the kiss of May, so in a world of snow, of things that come and go, where what you think you know, you can't be certain of, you must believe in spring and love. You must believe in spring and love. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. What an honor.
Marco, it was a great pleasure to have you on the Jazz for Peace podcast today. You came through with flying colors, and it's just great to have the Netherlands represented today on the Jazz for Peace podcast. And I thank you so much. And I also thank all of you folks for taking us this far, where we're able to get to this guest and others that are following. And I ask all of you, stick with the Jazz for Peace podcast, where the final solution is love.